I'm going to join you seated. So the word yoga is defined from the word yuj, which means to yoke, which means to connect, to find union. There is an idea of interdependency, of we all are interconnected and dependent mutually on each other. So I invite you to come to the edge of your chair and just take a moment to start to connect to your environment, looking around, orienting yourself to this room, noticing the beautiful architecture, and as you look around, noticing sensations that come into your mind, your breath, and then noticing sounds. All of these things are a part of us, our environment, our cultural environment, the environment beyond these walls. Maybe you noticed the beautiful foliage that's out there. And as you continue to look around, maybe you start to notice faces and smiles or those kind eyes, something we've been missing. How does it feel to find these things? So we're connected to our environment, and oftentimes we don't notice those connections. And now take a moment to connect to your body, feeling your feet connected to the earth, really maybe even moving them a little, feeling the earth beneath you. We are connected to the earth. We are part of our environment. So feeling that sense of being stabilized, supported by the earth, sensing your sit bones on your chair, and then maybe allowing yourself to find a gaze out in front of you as you soften and start to move inward. So maybe closing your eyes. You can check in with those amazing taste buds and just noticing that sensation of taste. We have these senses that interact with our environment, with our world. And as you begin to move deeper, the true practice of yoga is that sense of finding self. Because it is through finding self that we're able to connect to others, to our environment. So start to sense sensation in your body and just notice where your mind is drawn to immediately. Notice how your mind responds to those sensations. Notice if it goes to those usual places, if it's perhaps tension of why or how can I fix that, and instead move into just being present with the sensation. And as you move into the sensation, what happens? What happens if you just create a sense of awareness? Maybe a sense of ease with the breath. And I invite you to start to move your chin down towards your heart, creating a sense of stretch in the back of your neck. And allow your mind and your awareness to really move into those spaces. Can you follow it down? Bringing your hands to your knees, feel the sensation of that touch. And begin to push your hands down into your knees and forward and allow that presence to move down your spine as you start to flex your spine around your back. Can you take the time to be present with each vertebrae as you move into flexion? And then feeling your sit bones tilt forward. What do you feel? Where does your mind go? Can you be present in curiosity? And then start to pull your fingers into your knees as you lift back onto your sit bones. Feel the bottom part of your spine start to arch forward. Feel this sensation move up your back as your spine stacks, and then the heart lifts, and the head, maybe now opening your eyes, gazing up. And start to experience this movement on your own. So going from that rounded, that sense of moving in, as you round your spine, flex backwards, using either your hands or your shoulders to lift yourself up and gaze up. And maybe this is comfortable for you. Maybe bringing more of your body into it, bringing your hands to touch as you push your arms forward, rounding your spine. And then drawing your hands towards your heart, lifting and opening your arms. What does it feel like to be present in this movement? Can you feel every part of your body? Can you notice those places in your body where there's restriction? And instead of wondering why, can you allow yourself just to be present and maybe create or bring a sense of ease? Bring your hands back onto your knees and lift back up. Come back into that sense of centeredness, whether that's with eyes open or eyes closed, and just feel your middle. And allow your right ear to drop towards your right shoulder. This is one where I always feel sensation. I always am hesitant of going. So being present with it and just sitting with it oftentimes allows some of that to let go. What is your experience? And take your nose towards your right shoulder, and as you look, allow your gaze to follow. How does the sensation change? Bring your left hand behind your head, and then start to round your elbow, twisting your elbow towards the right side. And then move in the opposite direction. Reach your elbow up and out to the left, and let your head follow. And really explore this movement as you twist inward and twist open. Can you be welcoming to the sensation? Can you be curious about what would make this movement feel better or more interesting to you? The next time you rotate open, allow your left arm to extend and gaze up towards your thumb. And come up just slightly. Turn your head to the right. Feel the head move. Feel that sensation. And then twist towards the right, taking your left hand either to the inside of your left knee or perhaps the outside of your right knee. Right hand can rest on the side of your chair or maybe come behind. Twists are one of those things that we tend to move past our edge. Notice what this does to your breath. Can you use your breath as a guide? Where can you find sense of comfort and ease? And come back to middle, recenter. Maybe moving inward, allowing the eyes to close or stay open as you drop your left ear to your shoulder. Does this feel different? Like moving into the sense of our sensations is becoming more familiar. And this detachment from the body, we separate. Can you just be curious of what's there? Turn your nose and gaze down towards the left side, the floor. And your right hand behind your head. Reaching the elbow over to the left side. And as you rotate open, feel each part of your spine as you come open. Allow the head to turn, the gaze to turn. And then explore this movement. What moves with ease? What feels good? How can you create that presence of awareness of what creates connection to finding center? The next time you open, stretch the arm long, gaze. And come upright slightly, turn your head to the left and twist. Maybe bringing your right hand to your right knee or maybe your left knee, using your sense of awareness to really feel. Where can I still find my breath? Where does my mind feel calm and at ease? And come back to center. Pausing just to notice, what do you feel? And then close your eyes, bringing your right hand to your heart. Left hand comes over your right hand. And bringing your awareness inward to the space of your heart. As we learn to connect to self, as we learn to listen to what our body needs, as we move inward with a sense of compassion and kindness to ourselves, we are then able to expand the same characteristics, these same attributes towards others. So just take a moment as you listen to these following phrases, and speaking to yourself. How does this settle? May I be happy? May I be well? May I find peace and ease? As we allow these feelings to fully envelop us, it's from this space of compassion, self-compassion, that we can extend, cultivate this same sense to others. So allowing your awareness to spread into this room, beyond these walls, beyond this country, and in fact, beyond this universe, to all sentient beings. Repeat these phrases to yourself as if you're speaking to each person. May you be happy. May you be well. May you find peace and ease. Thank you so much.